for today's video, I'm filming my very first YouTube video. I'm going to be filming a get ready with me, kind of get to know me edition. I have a new palette, let me just grab it, to test, which is the Beauty Bay Fiery 2.0, which is like this inside. She is just stunning, like look at her. Warm tones, neutral tones, everything that me and my blue eyes love. I also have the I Heart Revolution little chocolate rose gold duo highlighting palette that I was supposed to have picked up last year. This is going to be the shade I use because that's not going to go with the palette. I wanted the Dabble Skin Glazing, but couldn't find it in my drawer. And everything else I think is fine. So let's just get on. I need to find my pomade, so I won't be a second. But this is the Makeup Obsession Fluffy Brows Tint Gel, if I can just show you. It's kind of rubbed off, but this is in the shade Dark Brown, and the wand is a lot smaller than I want, but people don't tend to do like big wands for brows anymore, and it really irritates me because I'm like, I want to do my brows really kind of like naturally. That don't really look like natural, but we'll move on. That's why people don't do their brows on camera. Number one lesson I'm learning. But anyway, my name is Emily. I am 22, and I've been wearing makeup since I was about 14, like wearing mascara to school and things, and then upped it from there. So that is the brows. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me and Smooth, Luminous and Smooth primer from the Fit Me line. So I'm just going to go in with some of this. I like to kind of do this now because whilst I'm doing the eyeshadow, I can have my face primer soak in. It's just a lot easier for me that way. But anyway, I was always wearing like mascara and things, and because of my eye colour, I never really thought I could wear bright colours, because having bright blue eyes, I thought having, you know, you always have to wear neutrals on top of bright eye colours to stop them to work. But I very quickly learnt that that is not the case, and that I can do bright looks. I've been doing bright eye looks. I made it my New Year's resolution in 2017 to start doing bright eye looks, and I succeeded with it. And now I realise I can wear most colours on my eyes, except blues. I have to be really careful with blues. Cobalt blue doesn't suit me anyway, like not just within makeup, but within clothing. Like I just do not like cobalt blue and how it looks on me. That was the NYX glitter primer. I did have the P. Louise Room base, but I've lost it. Okay. Anyway, I'm now going to go into the Fiery 2.0. And I'm going to take the shade... Fuck, that might be too dark. Silk. We'll make it work. Which is this one here called Silk, and I'm just going to use that to set my primer when I find my brush, because there she is. But as I was saying, I kind of found that I can wear most colours except black and certain shades of blue. I don't really play with mint greens a lot, but my makeup aesthetic has definitely been toned down. I am feeling like a neutral with like a pop on the lower lash line, although we'll find out what I end up doing. So let's find a brush. This one. That looks kind of cute. I'm going to take this shade here called Conk. It's like a reddish toned brown. Something was just telling me, I mean, I literally film with a Fiery 2.0 and I do the most boring kind of, that's actually got a lot of orange in it. I do like the most boring brown look that I can ever end up doing. Yeah, my looks are not like super artsy. I find I want to do things for like the regular everyday person that does go out wearing, and I'm not saying people don't go out with these bright extravagant eye looks, but it's not personally what, you know, I know when like looks on YouTube and Instagram get super artistic, that's just not my thing. It never has been. So people might look at me and go, oh my god, you can't blend, but quite frankly, that wasn't my ever intention to be able to do that. So yeah, some of my brushes are super dirty. I feel like everyone always says that, like I need to wash my brushes, but I genuinely need to. Okay, so that's kind of the crease bit done. That probably not the best brush to use, but we'll move on. Also about me, I like big palettes. It's not like an issue for me where the palette's got like a load of shades in, because that's a really trippy angle to see myself in. But yeah, it's a really nice palette, and it's just got such a nice variety to it of these kind of shades. So I love that. I think for the shimmer, let's see what this one looks like on my finger. Ooh, that might be nice. Yeah, let's just get kind of like a subtle kind of orangey vibe. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Oh my god. I do like a lot of, I'm gonna buy that down because I do like big palettes, but they do hurt to hold. But as I was saying, oh my god, that was really nice. Orange was a colour that I've always loved on my lids, and I tend to go off on tangents. But back on to new topics. I've completely lost my train of thought. I tend to do that a lot, by the way. I do tend to lose my train of thought. So if we end up going on 1,000,001 different topics, it's just my way of doing things. So blues and blacks are not the shades you'll be seeing a lot of on my channel, because I don't wear them all that often. Like if I'm wearing blues, it's like a pop here and there on the lower lash line. And I also usually do my makeup in a mirror, so doing it this way is kind of weird. That shade's really pretty though. Is that a duochrome? It is a duochrome. I'm gonna test that out because you guys, I love to top my looks with duochrome shades, and I just kicked the ring light with my foot. Which is ace. Okay, that's kind of like the basis. I'll try to quickly touch this shade on top just to see what it does. Oh my god. Let me just take some more of that. So that one is the shade Tiger, which is that one. So on top of makeup, my other interests include things like music. Music is an like equally big part of my life. I have sang since I was about 7, I think. So it's going on about 15 to... That was like a hint of pink, that's nice. 15 to 18-ish years, from the ages of 7 to 5. And I'm 22 now, like I said earlier. So yeah. I also love geography. Geography is a huge passion of mine. Again, that has been since I was little. This is the bit that I dread because I'm going to get foundation in my hair. But we'll move on now that primer's soaked in. So that is kind of like the top part of my eye look all done. I think it looks really, really pretty actually. I think I know what direction we're going, which is super exciting. Anyway, I'm just going to take this foundation. This is the Nars Natural Radiance in Deauville. I'm going to take about this much on the back of my hand. You can see it. But... so yeah, I've been singing for about 18 years, and the geography thing, I've always loved the humanities. I just love learning about stuff. Like, I find it really interesting to learn about religion and cultures and like other things. Like a lot of my other YouTube watches is people like Melinda Strauss. I mean, she's on TikTok, but Melinda Strauss, Jubinsky. I nearly dropped that. People that do... I also really liked Bald and Brown Corrupt. I saw his videos on Russia especially were really, really interesting to see the truth... oh god. The truth of Russia, not just like... where's my foundation brush? There it is. This is the Peaches and Cream PCR2 brush that I use. But to kind of see like the true Russia, not just like... and I realised I forgot to get my powder. But... I always see it as you know, just learning and asking questions about cultures and other people is the only way we're going to learn about each other. This looks really yellow in the lighting, and I promise it's not. I've worn this foundation so many times, it's insane, but it just looks really, really, like, not the right shade for me in the light. But like I said, it's pretty good actually. And you can kind of see how this eye look is actually gonna pop. I've realised I left my setting powder, so let me go get that. I have powder now, and I can just use her. Please say I shot it. Yes, I did. But yeah, so I love kind of that stuff. And another interesting, I know people are gonna laugh at me and go, really, Emily, is the Eurovision Song Contest. I really want to make content about that, but I do have a separate channel that I'm going to reactivate maybe after this, like, and tell you guys about my favourites for the end national final season. But yeah, people can say what they want, but that's just kind of other things. Oh, and astrology, like, I am obsessed with astrology. I think my base looks okay. Yes, it does. Right, so let's just do the rest of my eye look. So for my lower lash line, lipstick, which is this kind of like bright red over here. Let's push just have more berry shades on. Okay, let's go with the one I was going to go into, which is the Sage Sour, which is down here. This is probably where I fuck up the eye look, but we'll see. I don't know. I do like the whole burnt vibes of this palette sometimes, like the whole like purpley tones. Okay, let me just, oh, actually that looks really nice. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. I just need to kind of go through that and just blend everything. But yeah, astrology has been something I got into during lockdown, and I've literally calculated my entire profile, which is crazy. I am a Taurus sun. Taurus is also my chart ruler, and I have a stellium in Taurus, so that's fun. For anyone who knows me, that's really, really fun. To have that kind of interest. I don't normally do this kind of many shades in a look, I think just because I'm doing this video. But I also have a Leo rising, which I do think just sums me up. A Pisces moon. When I first found out I was a Pisces moon, I kind of was like, are you serious? Because I didn't think that was my moon sign, but I guess it kind of is. I also have a Taurus Mercury. I was quite close to being an Aries Mercury, which I think reading on the Aries Mercury description does actually fit me better, but I don't think that people with Taurus Mercury have nice voices, so yeah, I like that. So I'm just gonna kind of put that red berry kind of shade in there. I'm just gonna be fixing off the blending before I move on to the rest of my face. This look actually is really pretty. I really like how this has actually turned out, even though I was meant to be going quite neutral. Kind of not, but it's okay. And I think going that bed purple really matches that duochrome shade that I've just put down. So yeah, I found out I'm Taurus Mercury, and then I also found out I have a Cancer Venus, which I don't know if that's a good placement or not. I think like every placement, it does have its perks and its downsides. However, I do have a Libra Mars, which is Mars in detriment, which is, we love that. I was hoping to not have any detrimental placements, but guess I do. So I'm just gonna go in the inner corner. I'm gonna grab the brush, which is this Beauty Bay one. I want to put in a matte yellow. Ooh, that could be interesting. Let's put the shade Turmeric in there because I'm gonna clean these today, so it's not like it's gonna do anything anyway. I've not actually done a matte inner corner in ages. I'm gonna need one more brush to do that. Like Okay, it is definitely going in, but I feel like I probably should have brightened it. Okay, let's mix it in again. Okay, because that didn't really work out, with a little bit of blonde. Let's just see what that does. That's better. Right, okay. That's a lot better. So let's just go straight in with blonde. Then turmeric might just be a bit dark for my skin tone to do that. Much better. So I haven't done the matte in a corner thing for so long. It's actually pretty nice, but it's not something I want to do. So that is the eye look completed. I do want to do the brow bone, but now I've done that, I can't really put matte yellow on my brow bone, so we're just gonna do the brow bone. I actually really like this palette. I think it's really cute, and I've used a hell of a lot more shades than I normally would use. I've used Silk, Conquer, Tiger, Ginger, Blonde, tiny bit turmeric didn't really work out, and Sour. So I'm gonna start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I tend to use like 4 at maximum, so that's a lot of shades for me. Anyway, let's move on to bronzer. So this is the Beauty Bay bronzer in the shade Fawn. A lot of this stuff is like full face of Beauty Bay. I didn't really intend for that to happen, but oh well. Let's move on. Where the fuck is my bronzer brush? There she is. So this is the Fawn one. I'm trying to hit pan it because I don't really know if this actually bronzes me. So yeah, in terms of other stuff about me is I have a degree, so I have a BSc in applied animal behaviour and training, because animals, yeah, another hobby that I have. So I love animals. I've always loved animals since I was a little girl. So yeah, that is like some interest I have. In terms of my makeup, like I do like bright looks, but I think things I have definitely turned things down this year compared to what I have done in other years. We're going to take the Blossom blush on a PC. I've forgotten the number of this brush, so we'll have to find out. But it's like this. It's got like a bit of a sheen to it, which I think is going to know nicely, and it'll match the duochromes really nicely. If only I was using XO Revolution Disclosure, I think that would have been a new perfect highlight for this. But my channel, I want to do like get rid of me's like this. One of my favourite YouTubers is someone called Paulina, who does like a load of get rid of me content, and I really want to kind of, not to be her, but to kind of take inspiration from what the types of content she makes. I will do reviews, but I'm trying not to buy as much stuff because I have way too much, and I've acknowledged that. I also have a lot of like people who really push me, because I've been wanting to do YouTube for literally years, and I've not really had the confidence, but I'm part of like 3 Patreons. So there is Makeupwithalixkate, there's also Luce, Stevenson, and Lizzie, demetriou, who I'm part of all 3 of their Patreons. And when I told them that I was doing this, everyone was so excited. So I'm actually now finally filming my first video, which is just surreal and crazy, but I am finally doing it. This is the I Heart Revolution Rose Gold Glow, and if I can get it open, I'm actually going to take this golden the gold shade, depends, there it is, massively on my, that is not a highlighting brush, on my light schedule. Got my letters out in the end. On when I work and stuff, as to when I will film and put videos up. Oh my fucking god. These little palettes, my heart, and I absolutely love the eye look. It's the first time I've seen it in the mirror, but oh my gosh. Hopefully I can be better at makeup this year as well. That would be a nice goal, but these little palettes are just so stunningly pigmented. It's insane. Like, I love them a lot. So that is kind of my highlighter on. As you can tell, I don't think it leaves. Does it leave a cast? No, you can't actually see that. So that's nice. You can see it, but like in decent ways. And now I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to look quite wet for a second. That was really not an appropriate choice of words. I'm really sorry about saying that. That was not what I meant to say. But yeah, by the way, this is the Hydrate Fixture Evolution. Let's just move past that. I actually can't believe I just said that. I feel like I'm just having like a Hagrid moment. Like if anyone knows when like he kept saying telling Harry and all that about like the keepings of the Philosopher's Stone, and he's like, I shouldn't have told you that, should I? Literally how I feel right now. I don't think that lipstick's gonna go with this eye look, but we're gonna use it anyway. Actually, no, I think it will. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Amazonin. I love liquid lipsticks. I don't know like if I haven't told any of you that, but I absolutely adore liquid lipsticks. It's like my favorite thing for lips, so I have like 15 of these, so I feel like unintentionally this has been like a full face of like affordable products, but the foundation and the yeah, excluding the foundation and the powder, everything has been pretty affordable. So now I'm just gonna put some mascara on whilst I wait for that to dry. Speaking of Maybelline, this is the Sky High mascara. It's like my second tube of this because it's so good. I'm the type of person with mascara that I'm like, I like use things that I know. And by the way, I don't wear false eyelashes. I just sometimes don't like the way they look on. I might just try and you guys might not be able to see me with a mirror on my face whilst I sort my eyelashes out, but they're way too spidery, but we'll just move on. Yeah, apply mascara with the camera is also not very flattering. I know some people actually do it on camera. So yeah, this is... And the final step is, before I sign this video off, is I'm going to wax some gloss on, because I do tend to like to put some gloss on my lips, especially now that my lips are dry as shit. So this is the Maybelline Revolution Pout Bomb and Glaze, and this is the Maxi Plump. So as you can tell, I've definitely used this. And just to kind of apply it. Yeah, I definitely found that I like to kind of use a liquid like this one and then put like this on top of it, because I just think it looks really, really like effortless. Anyway, that is the completed Get Ready With Me using the Fiery 2.0 from Beauty Bay. I have a lot of other palettes. I have like the Jade Farewell palette to use. I also have a bunch of new highlighters to use. I have the Bloom blush, which is exciting. I literally have all four of these. The only thing from Beauty Bay I don't have now is the highlighters. I have like a lipstick, I have a gloss. So I had the highlighters and then I kind of got rid of them because none of them looked really right on my skin tone. So yeah, this is really cute. That was a magic clutter pile, but I want to keep it, and I'm gonna. Said I was gonna. So yeah, I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll catch my future content. I don't know like how I'm gonna structure things like editing wise, because I'm not that great at editing, so it might be a lot of like this style for a while until I can work through editing. I am gonna try to save it for an iPad so I can film on that instead of my phone. And yeah, and yes, I did buy ring lights, so I will also link down below my TikTok because I am quite active on there. Okay, so that is everything for today's video. I know the part's not new, but I feel like it's just nice to kind of use things even though they're not like hot off the press, if you know what I mean. It's just so nice to use our products. Like this palette, for example, like yeah, it came out a while ago, but that's wrong. It came out a while ago, but it doesn't mean like everyone's gonna buy it straight on launch. If people want to think about things, and I definitely thought about how do you think about things, believing it will always be this. So right, before I start singing the entirety of that song, I'm gonna sign myself off, and I will speak to you guys very soon.